Hello students, in this lecture I will talk about more cases of composition of two SHMs. So in the previous lecture you studied about the composition of two perpendicular SHMs which had same frequencies. Here the frequencies of the two SHMs are in the ratio of 1 to 2. So if the frequency of one SHM is omega, then another SHM will have frequency 2 omega. So the two equations for the two SHMs can be given as x is equal to a sine 2 omega t plus phi, and other will be same as before, y is equal to b sine omega t. Here phi is the phase difference between the two SHMs. So again, solving these two equations, so it is mostly similar as in the previous lecture. Now putting the value of sine omega t and cos omega t by expanding equation 1 here. So what we will get this, and then by solving we will get this. Now squaring both sides and then solving again, finally we will get this equation, and this equation is for the resultant path of the composite vibration, which represents a curve with two loops. Why there are two loops? Because the frequency of one SHM is double of the other frequency. It means in the same time when one SHM is completing one vibration, then the other SHM will be completing two vibrations. So there will be two loops in the resultant path. So let's study some cases. So one case is when the phase difference between the two SHM is 0, and then in that case sine phi will be 0. So either phi is 0 or pi or 2 pi, sine phi will be 0. So then the equation which we got in the previous slide, then we will get this equation, and this equation represents the Lissajous figure, which looks like as English number 8, as you can see here in the figure. Now if we put phi is equal to pi by 2, then sine phi will be 1, and then equation 3 will reduce to this equation, and this is the equation of parabola, as you can see here in the figure. Now coming to the comparison of frequency of the two perpendicular SHMs using Lissajous figure. So if you have given some Lissajous figure, then how can you estimate or compare the frequencies of the two SHMs? So here we will learn this. So if Nx and Ny are the frequencies of two SHMs along x and y direction respectively, then in the time t, the number of vibration will be nxt and nyt. Why? Because the frequency is defined as the number of vibration in 1 second. So in t time there will be n into t times vibration. So as we know that in one vibration cycle, one point of the vibration curve will be achieved two times. So if in one vibration that point is achieved or that phase is achieved two times, then in nxt vibrations it will reach to nxt times on the same point. So because nxt is the vibration along x-axis, so it will cut y-axis to nxt times. Similarly, if nyt is the vibration along y-axis, then it will cut x-axis 2 and y t times. Just drawing a simple figure. So this is x, this is y. So if there is a vibration along x-axis, so what will happen? It will cut, let's say this is the phase here, this point. So this is cutting y-axis, and after some time it will again cut the same point on y-axis. So in one cycle it will reach there 2 times. So for the vibration along x-axis, it will cut the y-axis 2nxt times, and for the vibration along y-axis, it will cut the x-axis 2nyt times. So if px and py are the number of times a vibration cut the x and y axis, then we can write px is equal to nyt and py is equal to nxt. So the ratio of nx and ny will be py by px. So it means that the frequency along x-axis upon frequency along y-axis will be is equal to number of time figure cut y-axis to the number of time figure cut the x-axis. So you can see if we here x-axis is on the top, then here x-axis will be in the denominator. Now coming to the example. So here a Lissajous figure is given in this figure, and now we have to draw two lines x and y axis. So if you see here on the x-axis it has two intersects, 1 and 2, and on the y-axis also it has two intersects here and here. So it has two intersects on y-axis and two intersects on the x-axis. So what will be the ratio of the frequency? So nx upon ny is equal to py upon px, because both are 2, so the ratio will be 1 to 1. So the frequency of the two SHM here will be same. Now coming to the second case here, again draw x-axis and y-axis. So if you see on x-axis, it cuts the x-axis. It has intersect on axis on 2 points, 1 and 2. While on the y-axis, it has 4 cuts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now nx upon ny is equal to py by px, because it is cutting on y-axis 4 times, so py will be 4, and on x-axis it is cutting 2 times, so px will be 2. So 4 by 2 is equal to 2 by 1. So the frequency of the SHM along x-axis has the frequency double than the frequency SHM along y-axis. Now there is a special case. Let's say the two frequencies, their ratio will be not a whole number, and the ratio of the two frequencies are close to 1. So what will happen in that case? Their phase difference will vary with time, and there will be a point when they will have same phase, and this will repeat after some time. So when it will repeat? When the number of vibration for the one SHM and the number of vibration for the another SHM, the difference between the two number of vibration is 1. So in that case, what will happen? The phase will be same after that time, and then after the same period it will repeat itself and reach to the same phase. So the Lissajous figure will change its shape with time and will repeat itself after several periods. So if the two frequencies are n1 and n2, and if in the time t the Lissajous figure repeat itself, then the number of vibration in that time will be n1t and n2t. So as I told you, the difference between the two vibrations should be 1. Then n1 can be given as n1 equal to n2 plus minus 1 by t. If the ratio of the frequency is close to 2 to 1, then in that case we have to write n1t difference 2 n2t is equal to 1, and then n1 will be 2 n2 plus minus 1 by t. So here are the problems for you on the basis of this lecture. Solve these problems and I will provide the answers in the next lecture.